Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I don't know what you waiting for. So anyway, let's go to this video. Let's talk about, safety and stuff like that. When it comes to all these modern vehicles, obviously they're equipped with a bunch of safety features in the vehicles, whether it's the auto braking or lane keeping assist and all these different kind of safety measures within those vehicles to keep the passengers safe. But unfortunately, sometimes these systems fail. Unfortunately, it does happen. When it does, hopefully it doesn't put you in a very dangerous and deadly situation where you could end up losing your life. So imagine if you're driving in a freeway on ramp, like one of those that are like way up there in the air, because we have one here in my city, where the 15 freeway turns into the 10 freeway, where you're merging onto the 10 freeway. There's like a ramp and it's way up there in the sky. God forbid anybody ever loses control of the vehicle. If you're driving one of these, you're literally done for, and there's nothing you can do about it, because these modern vehicles as well as electric vehicles are extremely heavy. And as you can see by this video, it'll just run through those guardrails like it ain't like it ain't nothing. It literally just went underneath. So if the guardrail can't stop it, what needs to happen? There needs to be a change. So I've talked about EVs and the infrastructure that we need in order to charge the vehicles. I've talked about that multiple times, where the infrastructure isn't there to sustain these amount of EVs. Just imagine that in a few years, 2030, 2035, where there's a lot more EVs in the vehicle, in the country, and everybody's trying to charge them at the same time. What's going to happen to the grid? The grid can't handle that amount of load. And so that's one aspect of it. And then the other aspect of that is just safety in general. You've seen this video from a Tesla, and a Tesla Model 3 weighs about 3,300 pounds or so, like that. And another thing too, it's got a very low center of gravity, so it can definitely go through those guardrails like it's nothing. And then here's another video where it shows the Ravian just busting through that guardrail like like a twig. And I guess after reading the comments, you can't say the same thing for like heavier trucks too, like not just EVs. What about like heavier trucks like expeditions or F-150s, these big trucks? Like, what would happen in these situations too? I feel like the same thing would happen on those said vehicles, because they weigh a lot, and the same thing can happen. But with EVs, this thing right here probably weighs way heavier than an F-150 truck. I guarantee it. I have not seen how much an F-150 weighs, but look at that. It just breaks it off like nothing, just plows through the guardrail. That's crazy. Like, they need to invest some money in the infrastructure, and also to improve the kind of safety features they offer in the road. And all these things cost billions and billions of dollars. And our politicians, honestly, they don't like putting out that kind of money. They want to force us into this future, but yet they don't want to invest any money in it. How are we going to get there if there's nothing that could prevent that? Like, there's no way anything is stopping this vehicle coming at you. But I can say the same thing about an F-150. I'm going to find a video. Let me see if I can find a video so we can have a little bit of a compare and contrast. So this is the only video that I was able to find. And the difference between this said vehicle is, obviously the Ravian weighs about 7,000 pounds. F-150 is probably like, I think I saw 4,000 pounds. And this is the only video I can find after scrolling through certain putting certain things on the search parameters in the YouTube. I put F-150 guardrail crash test, and this is the only one that I can find, but I don't think this is a F-150. It just looks like a single cab. Looks kind of like a Ram truck, sort of. But to be honest with you, like I said, as the vehicles get heavier and heavier and the technology keeps improving, and these EVs, man, these things are heavy as hell. The Model X, I think, weighs about 6,000 pounds, almost 6,000 pounds, if not 6,000 pounds. So just imagine going at about 60 miles per hour and you hit that guardrail. You're definitely going to crush it and just go over it. Same thing we shot with the Ravian. It just literally just barrels through it like nothing. It just But anyway, you guys let me know in the comments below what your thoughts about this is. As always, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I really appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.